Hey guys! Today we are doing two different laid back glam. We kind of decided that while we were like filming. You'll kind of see that. They're not too crazy glam,
right?
But they are still kind of glam. I've got the lashes on, some glitter on my eyelids. If you would like to see how we got these looks and you're interested in recreating them or just kind of watching and, you know, having fun with us, then just keep watching.
But before we get into that, we would like to remind you that we do have a current giveaway going on. Our holiday giveaway will be linked in the description below. So when you're finished watching this video, just head on over and enter to win.
So we're starting off with our primer, foundation, powder, eyebrows all on, so our base is like complete. So we're gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm using my Project Pan bronzer.
Me too.
It's the Benefit Hoola bronzer.
And mine is Mary Kay bronzer.
I think you'll finish yours. I don't think I'll finish mine because I still have a lot though, and it's nearly the end of the year.
It is nearly the end of the year. I can't believe it's nearly the end of the year.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, it is so crazy. So crazy.
We're just, you know, bronzing up our skin, kind of giving a slight contour. And I'm gonna kind of do a heavier eyeshadow look, kind of, not really. So I'm gonna kind of match that with the bronzer.
We're kind of doing a glam
kind of
look, but not a like
it's
smoky.
It's not
like,
the most glam look that you're ever gonna see.
Right. It's a glam, but it's kind of a
laid back glam.
Laid back glam, yeah.
Maybe that should be the title.
Laid back glam. All right, so bronzer's on. We're going in with our blush, and I'm using the NARS Orgasm, one of my very favorites.
This is the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush. This is actually become like one of my favorites since I got it in the BoxyCharm box. It's just really pretty and natural. And
this is pretty natural too, but it has just a touch of shimmer, so
which I hate.
I kind of, if I'm doing a little bit more dressy, then I will go with this more.
So next is my absolute favorite part. This is highlight. I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 250. This is the one that like Nikki Tutorials.
And I'm using Oprah and Nikki Tutorials collab. Yay.
If you can't tell, I guess we're just like extreme fans of Nikki Tutorials.
Especially her highlighters.
Yeah, her highlighters are really good. And this one was just like, this one shouldn't collab with them. It was just, she was the inspiration behind a lighter shade, which I absolutely love because us being so pale, it really works. Now I am just on my own. We decided that it would be easier to kind of follow along with one look at a time, because I know even just like editing and watching back when we were doing our try-ons, watching the eyeshadow part and editing that was crazy, and I don't know if y'all could follow along. I know it was a little difficult for me, and I was the one that was creating the looks, so I figured it would be easier to follow along. So I'm using the Ace Beauty Grendois palette that I got in my BoxyCharm, and I actually, like, if you watch that video, this shade right here, this is the Primrose. It was actually like destroyed, and I fixed it. We actually still have that magic mousse, and that worked perfectly fine. But I'm gonna go in with the shade Patchouli, and I'm gonna put this in the crease to kind of start us off with the transition. Next, I'm going to darken up the crease, and I'm going to take it a little lower than I took the first shade. So I'm going to go in with the shade Cinnamon to darken it. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Poppy, and I'm going to kind of pack this on the outer corner. So next is when, if you kind of got a little too far, a little too low, or anything like that, and you want to kind of clean it up, or if you just want sharper edges, you can go in with a concealer and just kind of cut the crease midway. But I kind of like a messy look. I'm not really extremely particular with how it looks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the next step. So next I am going to be using the Cover FX glitter drops that I got at my BoxyCharm. And I'm just going to put this on a little packer brush and kind of cut the crease that way. I've been doing this look for a few times, just kind of trial and error, and I have found that this has enough coverage that I don't need the concealer. And I just take the smallest little drop, and that is normally enough. And I just start cutting the crease of it. So now is when I like to kind of blend the edges, so I'll take the same brush that I used the cranberry shade on, and I just kind of move it back and forth in the center, and it just kind of blends it out a little bit. Kind of brings the cranberry shade in, but brings the sparkle a little bit out, and it just kind of makes everything look more blended. So if you would like to do liner, then this is when you do it. I'm gonna kind of skip on liner. I'm not really a big liner girl. I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara and lashes while she goes.
Okay, so I'm gonna be using 2 different eyeshadow products to create the look that I am going for today. One is the Beauty Creations Cali set, and one is the Nomad. This is a single shadow, but it is absolutely wonderful for your brow bone, inner corner, all of that good stuff. So I have powdered my eyelids, but I always like to go back because there's nothing worse than having any kind of creasing. I always like to go back and kind of cover my entire lid with a single shade, and so I'm going to be using Cocktail right there, the lightest shade. And I'm just covering my entire lid just to kind of create that even base for the eyeshadow to go on. I'm gonna go a little bit more glam than what I normally do, and so I'm gonna be using Melrose, and I'm gonna be putting this kind of just above the crease and in the outer corner. And I'm using my Luxie brush, Luxie blending brush, to do that. So I generally kind of start off a little bit light-handed. I don't like to have to try to correct something that goes on a way too deep, way too dark. It's always easier to add more product than to take product away. And I'm not one that likes to have to, you know, take all my makeup off and start all over again. That is not me at all. Next, I'm going to go in with this Westwood, which is a kind of a brown. And I'm going to do a little bit on the outer corners just to kind of deepen up that look, kind of smoke it out just a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to be taking the SL Miss Glam eyeshadow brush number 15, a packer brush. I'm going to be spritzing that with some setting spray. And I'm going into Hollywood, which is a really, really pretty shimmer shade, and I'm gonna pack that all over the lid. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Melrose again, add just a little bit of that underneath the eyelid. So now I'm gonna line my eyes. I have a small smudger brush, and I'm gonna go in with Westwood. Just gonna kind of deepen up right underneath the lid and on top of the lid. All right, and kind of for the cherry on top, the Nomad. This is gonna go on the brow bone and in the inner corner. This just adds so much dimension, so much shine, and it just makes everything so, so pretty. Okay, so you guys know that I'm extra. So for my lashes, I'll probably just be doing that off camera just because it takes so much time. I'm actually using my Deuce Punk Volumizing Mascara on my top lashes and my Clinique mascara with the much smaller wand on my lower lashes.
I am back for just 1 second. I did not do my lower lash line on camera, and I will go ahead and do that now. I did go ahead and do some black eyeliner in the waterline, just to kind of, I feel like my eye shape is just a little too big, so sometimes when I wear lashes, I like to kind of balance it out with some dark eyeliner. But I'm going to go in with the shade Patchouli, and I'm going to run this all along the bottom lash line. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Cinnamon and run this kind of closer along the lash line. I know that the Patchouli didn't do much, but I'm just going to take Cinnamon and kind of keep it really close. And that completes my eyeshadow look.
Alright, so we're on to lips. I am using the Jeffree Star Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Thick as Thieves.
And I'm using my all-time favorite liquid lip. Yeah, it is Galactic Beauty Matte Lip Paint in the shade Posh. So these are our completed looks. I feel like our lips look the same.
Similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine's
Very
just
similar.
a little bit darker.
Yeah, just a little bit. I did go with a nude to kind of, you know, match the whole look. I didn't really know what other color to pair with it.
Yeah.
If you have an idea of any other color that you can pair with it, then you can do something other than nude, obviously.
Right. But I think that looks pretty. So.
I think yours does too.
Alright, so here is one glam look, sort of that laid back glam, not the like super hot party glam,
Yeah.
but something that, you know, you can go to like a family Christmas party,
Office party,
things like that. Yeah, so, but yeah, if you have any other suggestions to maybe use with these colors, leave it in the comments below. We would love to hear from you.
Before we go, I do want to quickly remind you that we do have a current giveaway going on, so if you'd like to enter that, then now's the time to click the link in our description to go to that video. But that is it for this video, so if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the post notification bell so you're notified each and every time we upload.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Glam and Glamour on all of them. And until our next video,
Bye!